Roundup on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Going from the Tularosa Basin and beyond, this is your local connection to the world of sports. From high school to college and to the pros, we cover the latest news and the biggest stories. Don't forget, this is your show. Change the topic anytime. Call us at 437-1230. The Roundup starts right now. ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome into the Roundup. It is your Monday busy local show today with talking about district tournament action. We're going to get to Lady Tiger softball here in just a second. They stopped by on Saturday. Later in the show, about 2:30, we'll get to Alamogordo Tiger track and field. They also came in as well, so got some good interviews for you. Tiger baseball we'll have on the show tomorrow. They're going to stop by early in the morning on Tuesday, and we will chat with them then and air the interview in the afternoon. They're going to be at Belen tomorrow for a doubleheader to begin their season. So, yeah, we got lots of good stuff for you. Let's real quickly, before we get into the softball interview, district tournament setup. Alamogordo girls are at home tonight, 6 o'clock against Gadsden. $5 tickets. You can't use activity passes for for the district tournament games. And that goes for everybody. If you've got activity passes through Tularosa, Cloudcroft, so on and so forth, that stuff won't work because it's essentially a state tournament kind of situation the way that they work it. So, again, that's a $5 ticket tonight for the Alamogordo girls against Gadsden, 6 o'clock tip-off. Boys will be at Oñate at 7 o'clock tonight. They're going to follow a girls game, which is Oñate and Deming, I believe, and they're going to play at 5 o'clock. And so the boys we'll play directly after that, and we'll see if the Tigers can keep their season alive coming up this evening. We'll be in Las Cruces for that game. You can listen here on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Also coming up, I don't have anything else tonight. We've got Cloudcroft boys at Capitan tomorrow. Cloudcroft girls tomorrow will host either Capitan or Mesilla Valley Christian in the, I guess that'd be the second round of that district tournament. Mescalero Apache girls, they're playing a tiebreaker game Tuesday in Las Cruces. I believe it's at Mesilla Valley Christian. I tried to get the info, but didn't hear back afterwards. So I believe that's where they're playing that one at coming up on Tuesday night. And the Mescalero Apache boys, I believe, play on Thursday. If I worked out the tiebreaker stuff correctly, they won the tiebreaker in district point differential over Lordsburg. So I think I got that right. Apologies if I didn't. Thule boys today are going to Tucumcari. They didn't play on Saturday. High winds were the problem making that trip up to Tucumcari. So they'll play today. We'll know what their district tournament situation is like after that game. And the Tularosa girls will host Dexter on Wednesday. That's probably the simplest one of the group. The Thule boys, it could either be an overall point differential or it could even be a coin toss. That's the last tiebreaker out of the group if they end up tied at that point. So it'll just determine whether, if Thule wins tonight, if Nimi gets the 2 seed in the tournament or Tularosa does. That'll obviously be decided on that part of it. So we'll let y'all know when we know on all of that stuff. We'll throw in some other local stuff as we head throughout the show today, but I said this was going to air at 2 o'clock, and I know I've already gone a couple of minutes late here, so let's go ahead and get to Lady Tiger softball. Should be another really good season for Coach Charlene and Ronnie Reyes' team. They return a bunch of seniors this year and a bunch of players that got a ton of varsity time last season. So this should be a good group this year, and had some fun as we always do chatting with them on Saturday. So here is Lady Tiger softball. All right, joining us now is Alamogordo Lady Tiger softball as they get ready for their season, which begins on Friday as they open up against Hobbs on Friday. See, I forgot what it was there for a second. And we've got Coach Shar and Ronnie Reyes. And coaches, how are you today? Good?
We're good. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Happy to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, happy to have you here. And do you want to introduce the group that you got here with you?
We have our 6 seniors: Brandy Cunningham, Tori Barunda, Casey Bowman, Miranda Billings, Taylor Murphy, and Kayla Lunar.
Ladies, how are you this morning? Good. Trying to wake up a little bit. For those of you who don't know, we're recording this at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, and I'm getting the evil stare from Tori right now. So, Coach, I mean, you've got this group of seniors. You've got I mean, pretty much everybody back from last year. I know there's a couple of pieces that are missing, but you guys are returning a huge chunk of a team that did very well in the state tournament last year.
Right, we're excited. I think with the leadership and focus of the 6 seniors, I think we're in a good place. We had our scrimmage last weekend, and things look pretty good. I was very pleased with the outcome. We played formidable teams, Las Cruces and Silver City and Deming and Valley. So we're excited.
Yeah. Coach, what was your impression of the scrimmages? What did you like, what you saw from the group?
I think we did pretty good. There were some things that we have to work on, but overall, I mean, we were really proud of our little freshman head through. She did a really good job. She hit her spots, and then Brandy, she threw a little bit, and Valerie threw a little bit, and so we looked pretty good. We got to tidy up on some things, but overall, I think we're doing pretty good.
All right.
The thing that I'm really excited about is that these 6 seniors have been with us for a long time, so it's going to be dedicated to them. I mean, they've been with us. Some of them have been with us for, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
So they were babies when they came out, and, well, I don't want to say babies, but
now they're big
they're
girls.
young ladies.
Babies.
Now they're big girls.
Now they're big girls, and they know what the role is and know what they got to do, and so we're excited. We're excited to.
Yeah, I would imagine seeing that kind of dedication, sticking with the program through all 5 years like that. And you've both had a lot of ladies that have done that over the years, so it's not an unusual thing, right, Char?
Right, it makes a difference when they stick it out and they work hard, and they've worked hard all 5 years. It pays off, and they look good.
Yeah, Brandy, you're one of those 5-year players, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Playing in the scrimmage, I mean, what were your thoughts coming out of that? Do you feel like you played well?
Oh, I feel like I did really good. There's a few things I need to work on, but I know we'll all get there.
Yeah. What are you feeling maybe most confident? It's your senior year. Obviously, you want to play the best that you've played in your Tiger career. What do you feel like you're maybe most prepared for going into the season?
My batting.
Yeah. You feel like you're hitting the ball better than you ever have?
Yes.
All right. And we should mention congratulations. You know, we did this a few weeks ago, but you signed to go to Eastern New Mexico. You excited about that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that. All right. Moving over to Tori Barundo, who is still trying to find. But Tori, I find it hard to believe that you're not just on all the time. I mean, that's just you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Tori, I mean, this is your last year of Lady Tiger softball. Can you believe that you're a senior this year?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And are you the last of the Barunda crew to come through Lady Tiger softball?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been this group of players that we've seen that's come through the program. I mean, it's kind of amazing. This is going to be the last group. I mean, have you and your parents talked about that at all, or is it kind of not really that big of a deal?
Yeah, they're kind of sad.
What are you feeling best about heading into the new season?
Probably my hitting too.
You feel like you're hitting the ball better than you ever have?
Oh yeah.
Okay, very good. Casey, you're behind the plate again this year, I'd imagine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I know you've split some time in previous years. Are you going to be kind of the main catcher this year, you think?
I don't know. It just depends on what our other catchers do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay with anything.
All right. And, I mean, are you feeling as confident as you ever have, defensively behind the plate? 'Cause that's a tough job back there behind home plate. I'm sure coaches expect a lot out of you.
Yeah, I think I'm at my best this year. Like, I'm most confident back there.
Yeah. And it's your senior year. I mean, can you believe it's your senior year?
Honestly, I really can't. It's like time has flown.
All right. Well, we hope that you enjoy the heck out of that. Miranda, I mean, for you, what are you looking forward to most heading into your senior year? I mean, obviously, this is a good softball team this year, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess I just really look forward to, catching balls in the outfield, I guess.
Yeah. What position are you going to be playing out there this year, do you know? And hopefully hitting well, too, right?
Hopefully.
What position? Do you know what outfield position you're going to be playing yet? Or
No, I usually just go wherever they tell me.
Okay, so you move around. You're comfortable in left, center, right. Doesn't matter for you?
No, not at all.
All right. All right, well, we know where Taylor Murphy's going to be at. She'll be over there at shortstop again this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She might pitch a little bit.
She might pitch a little bit as well this year, so you excited about getting an opportunity to pitch a little bit more this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love shortstop, but wherever they put me, it's fine.
And I think what I've really enjoyed watching you throughout the years is your progression defensively at shortstop. I mean, the improvement that you've made every single year. Do you feel like you're at your best heading into your senior year?
Yes, I do. I don't know. I've always been, that's my strongest, but hitting, I've gotten better this year too, so I'm excited.
All right. Excited about your Cardinals this year?
My what?
Are you wearing you're wearing a St. Louis Cardinals hat? Are you a Cardinals fan? No?
Yeah, just for baseball.
Just for baseball. Are you excited about them this year? Should be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and we've got Kayla Lunar over here as well. Kayla, you're headed into your senior year. I mean, what has you most excited about this season with this group of ladies?
I just think just playing with all of them after like everything we've been through from like growing up and how much better we've progressed throughout the years.
So you feel like this is this one of the best teams you feel like you've played with?
Yes.
All right. Where do you feel most comfortable for yourself out? I mean, do you feel like your hitting is as the best that it's been this
My
year?
hitting's gotten better. I still have to work on it, but it's gotten better.
It's and I'm sure coaches always want you working on getting that stuff better. Something else, obviously, this year is back to the big school classification in 5A. The district's going to be the Las Cruces schools again, which I mean you guys are used to. You competed well in that before. I mean, is that something that obviously going to be a bigger challenge for y'all this year than the previous district?
Yes, sir. It's a big challenge. The Cruces district is always tough in softball. All of the teams are competitive, so we'll have to work hard. We can't take anybody lightly. We have to start earlier. We play Hobbs, so that'll give us a good idea because they're competitive as well. They're a great team, so that'll give us an idea of where we're at and where we need to be going into district.
Yeah, and we also want to mention some of the other players that we should watch for this year. Obviously, we've got this group of seniors. I know, obviously, there's going to be some other players that are going to make a big impact for you this year. Who else should we know about?
We're looking at Fatsa Williams. She's back. And we have Kendall Lunar, and she'll be sharing some time with Casey, I think, when Casey needs a break. She's a young one, and she's a sibling, which is kind of nice because we get help from the older sisters.
Yeah.
We have a couple of youngsters. Anna Carrera, who has been injured, so she's finally released to come back. Carly Carroll. We have two new ones, Rosabella Gonzalez, who can actually be a big stick for us. But I know that her and Haley Madrid is another one. I know that they're a little bit intimidated. It's a different game at the varsity level than it is at the JV level. And then, of course, Ronnie mentioned our little ninth grader that pitched at the scrimmage, which was Larissa Sarmiento, and she did a good job. She'll see some time more at JV, though. And then Valerie Contreras will be back pitching.
Yeah, of course, she's in basketball still right now, so you'll get her back once the basketball season finishes up. Coach, I mean, this is a year where you guys are not getting as much time in non-district. I mean, do you feel like that's going to have an impact for you guys, or that's not really that big of a deal for you? I'll ask both you and Ronnie that.
It's a little rough playing a district team 3 times, and you're going to see them on a Tuesday and then you're going to see them on a Friday. So it's back to back, and there's not any time in between Tuesday and Friday. We'll have to do a really good coaching job of coming up with some strategies in terms of seeing them right back to back. It would be nice if we saw them once and then saw them later on down the road so we could have time to adjust. But I mean, that's part of the game. That's the way it is, and we'll just have to work really hard. The girls will work really hard.
Yeah. Coach, I mean, when you have a senior-laden group like this, I mean, to be able to, you mentioned some of the younger players. Is that, you're expecting these ladies to be able to help those players along and help them improve this season?
Absolutely. One of the things that we like, I mean, we've taught them all these years, is the competitiveness. We don't like to play teams that just don't give us a challenge. We like to play the teams that are our caliber. That's going to make us better. If we play lesser teams that are not as good or equal, then I don't think it makes us better. So anytime you play, like Coach was saying about our district being so tough, we like it. We've always liked it. We like that competition, and it's all about competition because when you go to the next level, you're facing nothing but competition. So we're excited. I mean, I know I am.
And I believe our district's probably one of the toughest in the state. I mean, this district is loaded with softball, quality softball.
Yeah, Cruces, I'm sure, will be good again this year. Centennial's good, I would imagine.
Mayfield, Oñate, Deming, you take your pick. I mean, Alamogordo.
Yeah, well, absolutely. We would definitely think that they're pretty good, too. Yeah, Deming, I mean, gosh, they gave you guys some really good games in the previous district the last couple of years. They were the team that could push you guys compared to the other team.
Right.
So, makes a difference. All right, I'm going to mess with Kayla here a little bit because I'm going to start with her this time. But I'm going to ask an easy question. You are a senior, so what's coming up next for you? I mean, have you started thinking about college yet?
Yes, I want to go to the next level and play college ball.
Yeah.
I just don't know where yet.
Just don't know where yet. Have you thought about what you want to study in college? Or
I want to go nursing.
Nursing?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Taylor, how about you? What's up next for you? You want to continue playing softball, first of all?
Yes, I do. It just depends on everything.
Still trying to figure out who might offer you a scholarship and things like that?
Yeah, and what all works out this year. So.
Have you thought about what you want to study at all, or still working?
I want to do nursing.
Nursing? Okay, very good. Miranda, how about you? What's next for you?
I think I'm just gonna go straight back to school after into college.
Okay. Have you thought about where you want to go, or not yet?
Probably main campus.
Campus. Have you thought about what you want to study at all, or?
Nutrition and dietetics.
Okay. Got a lot of folks that are in the medical field sort of here. Casey, how about you? What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about going to college and just continuing my career.
Yeah. Have you thought about what you want to study yet, or still figuring that out?
I want to be a physical therapist.
Okay, very good. It's not unusual for athletes, physical therapists. I'm sure. I don't know if we'll have a kinesiology here somewhere on the line. Tori, how about you? What you want to continue playing softball?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But I don't know where.
Don't know where yet. Okay.
No.
Have you thought about studies yet? What you want to do?
Yeah, I want to be an anesthesiologist.
Anesthesiologist. Okay.
Yeah.
Slide on over here to to Brandy. What are you going to be studying over there at Eastern New Mexico?
I'm gonna minor in forensics and major in wildlife management.
Okay, that's kind of a wide. Is there a career that you're aiming towards, or
game and fish?
Okay, very good. Yeah, very specific. I like that. She's ready to go. All right. Well, first game, of course, is coming up on Friday. I know this has always been a challenge for you guys to play some really good teams. Hobbs is going to be a good challenge to open up the season. Belen, I think, is going to be a good challenge for you as well. But you get both of them at home. Do you feel like that's going to be a little bit of an advantage for you?
Yeah, as long as we keep our focus. Sometimes we get a little bit sidetracked and we're looking to the fans in the stands sometimes. But it is nice to be able to play at home. Hopefully the weather will work with us just because you get the extra fan support, that extra 11th man, cheering you on. So that helps, especially, and I think our offense is going to be great. I think the girls will be hitting the ball hard. And when we're hitting the ball hard, I think that just picks up the crowd, and the crowd will help us out.
Yeah. Brady, talk about the fan support a little bit. I mean, this group, I think, maybe has some of the best fan support maybe out of all the Tiger sports programs. You guys have a great cheering section. How much does that help you out on the field?
It helps a lot. Just getting there and cheering us on, it helps bring up the atmosphere and just keep us working hard.
Yeah. Tori, I mean, you guys get a lot of folks that not only go to the home games and follow you around the state. What does that support mean to you and that group, that'll continue to support Lady Tiger softball?
It means a lot, especially because it's our parents that mostly go.
Yeah. Well, I would notice there's a lot of other folks that show up out there. I mean, Casey, I'm sure you notice there's a lot of folks out there that show up to just come out there and support you, not because they're related to you or something like that,
Yeah.
but do you notice that out there?
Yeah, I do, and it's honestly, you can tell the different changes in our parents. Our parents are more oh yeah, let's go, get on it when you make an error, and the other fans are over here oh, you're right, come on, let's go. But I mean, it's a good mix between the two.
Yeah, absolutely. Miranda, I mean, for the fan support for you, I mean, with I would say also, I mean, just how much your folks are able to support you and to play softball over the years. How much has that meant for you, for what they've done for you over the years?
Well, obviously it'll mean a lot, just the support, but I don't think anybody's going to be louder than me in the dugout. So.
Okay. Is that a challenge on who's the loudest in the dugout throughout the season?
Definitely.
I'll win. I'll win.
I'll beat both.
No, I'll win.
No.
Dub.
Taylor, I mean, talk a little bit about how much support that your families gave you over the years, and how much that has meant to you for Lady Tiger softball.
I think the biggest support I have is my sister.
Yeah.
She's always tries to be there and helps me out with softball. So, I don't know. It means a lot for them to be out there and support us.
Yeah. Kayla, I mean, how about you? I mean, obviously you got a sister now. It's going to be on the team this year. So, I mean, is that going to be a fun experience for you?
Yeah, I think it will be fun. I'm happy to see how she's gonna do this year.
Yeah. Are you going to get on her case a little bit, or are you going to be nice? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting on her case.
Right.
I think she already did.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think we all.
All right. The expectations are, I know, always big for you guys every single year. I mean, you guys expect to be in the state tournament and expect to be able to compete. I'm sure no different again this year.
No different. When we get there, I think we can do some damage.
Yeah. And we've seen it. Doesn't matter what seed you guys are. It's Coach. It seems like you guys can find a way to get through regardless of what's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who we play. We got to play everybody. So, you play the best and to win it. So.
And I think I don't know about all the bracket, but when we do go to the tournament, we at least get to see somebody different. And I don't think I had told the girls, but we will be playing Cleveland the first game at the tournament. So, you get to see somebody different instead of the same, 5 or 6 teams throughout the district. But that's kind of nice to give you an idea of where you're at when you're competing with the North team.
Yeah, I would bet.
And how they compare.
Yeah, I bet you guys are excited to go into the Cruises tournament. You're probably going to see some district teams to not have to face
right.
That's
right. So it's nice to start off with Cleveland.
All right, very good.
And one of the biggest things with this group that I want to mention is that their confidence level is way up. The other day we were just talking to Tori about it, and she's like, Coach, I don't think there's anybody in the state that can beat us. So, as far as pitching-wise, so that's a good thing. When they have that confidence up there at the plate, then nobody can beat them.
All right. Well, we look forward to a great season. It's a 4 and 6 o'clock doubleheader coming up on Friday as they host Hobbs. So get out there and support your Lady Tigers. And then, of course, next Tuesday, they're also going to be facing Belen. So a couple of home doubleheaders to begin the season. Ladies, good luck this season. Have some fun out there, okay?
Thank you.
Coach,
Thank you for having us.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Hey Alamogordo, Sleepwell is fully expanded in size and product. Now at a new location, 811 First Street on the corner of First Street in Florida. Our expansion now includes furniture for your entire home. Not only are the Sleepwell sleep experts here to help you fight morning back pain, find better sleep, and live healthier, but now we can also help you find home furnishings you've always dreamed of. Living room, bedroom, kitchen, we have it all. Come see us at our new location, corner of Florida and First Street. Remember, when you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back into the roundup. Again, thanks to all the softball players and Coaches Reyes for coming in and chatting with us on Saturday. And let's keep moving along with some of our season previews. By the way, if you missed tennis when we aired it on Friday? Thursday or Friday? Thursday. That's what day it was. Sometimes it all just blends together. You can find that on our Facebook page. And, of course, we're streaming this one live today, so you can rewind the one that's going on right now, or a little bit later on, it'll be the full show, so you can go in and listen to that. So, without any further ado, let's talk Alamogordo Tiger track and field. The boys and the girls expecting another good season. And, of course, the girls, we've seen them compete for state championships the last number of years, and Coach Atkinson thinks they are more than capable of doing that again this year. So Coach Atkinson and a few of the athletes stopped by on Saturday, and here's what they had to say. All right, joining us now is Alamogordo Tiger Track and Field as they get ready for their new season, which begins next week. They'll be in Las Cruces at the Field of Dreams for the Oñate meet. And Coach Jason Atkinson is here with us. Coach, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Happy to have you here. And I also should say interim athletic director, Coach Jason Atkinson, as well. So he's filling two roles right now. If you want to introduce the group that you brought with you today.
Yeah, I have Gabby Sandoval, I have Kyra Harrell, I have Cameron Bevan, and I have Daniel Ferenzalny.
All right. How's everybody doing this morning? Good?
Good.
Pretty good.
All right. Fantastic. And Coach, obviously this is a group that you always have high expectations for on both the boys and the girls side. Girls have obviously had an exceptional run the last couple of years. Expectations, again, high for you for this group this year?
Absolutely. Win district championship, both teams. And then at the state track meet, they'll be determined how the season goes. We'll see where we are ranked-wise in individual and relay events. And that kind of determines the expectations going into that state track meet. So, and to be realistic right now, yes, the girls have a real chance at battling for that state championship again, even though we moved up.
Yeah.
And the guys, realistically, right now, we have finishing that top 6 is a realistic goal, is what we're trying to do. If they can progress, which I've actually been very impressed the last few days. What I've seen, we could really surprise as well.
All right, Gabby, what are you going to be running this year for Lady Tiger Track and Field?
As of right now, I just know probably the mile and the 2 mile.
Okay, and
a few 800s.
A few 800s. Okay,
should be all 3.
Any relays you think maybe or no?
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe a possibility of that. What are your goals for this season? I mean, obviously we see you out there cross country. We see you at soccer. Do you have a time in your head that you're shooting for in the 1600 and 32?
Well, in the mile, I'm shooting to qualify. That's one of my goals. So.
Okay, so you qualifying for states, obviously, is a big thing for you. So whatever that mark is, which I'm not sure off the top of my head what that is, but do you think you can qualify in both events, the 1 and the 2 mile?
I hope I can, anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's looking about 5:23, 5:22 type mile.
Okay.
What she's trying to run.
All right. I'm sure that's not too big of a deal for you. I mean, you probably run that in cross country for the most part, don't you?
I mean,
pretty
I guess
close.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Not too far off of that. Kyra, what are you going to be competing in this year?
We mostly talked about relays, like the 4x1, maybe 4x2, and I'm starting to do hurdles this year.
Okay. You excited about doing hurdles? I mean, this is a new experience for you. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous, but I feel like I can
get into it. Yeah. I mean, for you, I mean, have you been practicing hurdles, I'm sure?
Yeah, we've had practices after normal practice over Tuesday and Thursday, so.
Obviously the jumping part, but what's the biggest difficulty in the transition for you from just obviously running to the hurdling?
I think it's the mental part, trying to make sure you don't fall, that kind of stuff.
All right, very good. Cameron, tell me the events that you're going to be competing in.
Mostly relays, 4x1, 4x2, and then the Open 200, like last year. And I'm going to try jumping this year. I'm going to try long jumping.
Okay.
Not too sure how that's going to go, but I'm excited.
It seems like Coach always wants to push you guys to maybe try some new events, and I'm sure all the coaches among the team want to try to push you guys. Is that kind of excites you to go into those new events?
Yeah, it does, because it gives you a sense of doing something different, and it's attacking a new obstacle.
What do you find the biggest challenge? I mean, have you been practicing long jump a little bit?
I practiced twice.
Okay.
For long jump.
What are you finding the most difficult part so far, the most challenging part?
Like Kyra said, a mental block that's there because it's new and it's different.
All right, very good. Daniel, what are we going to see you out in there this year?
Mainly relays and then the Open 400. So right now the 4x1, most likely the 4x2, 4x4, and then maybe the medley, and then the 400 Open for sure. And then I'm going to try high jump this year.
Oh, okay, very good. As far as Coach hasn't tried to talk you into hurdles with the. Has he tried?
So I tried that last year.
You tried that. Okay.
I tried that last year, and then 400 worked out better, and they're back to back. So I won't run hurdles this year.
Okay, I got you. High jump. I mean, obviously, I'm having fun talking about these new events that you guys are going to be competing in. What's the biggest challenge for you in trying out the high jump this year?
It's getting back to the technique, because I did high jump in middle school, and so it's all about the technique and like that mental block of, do this and this and this, kind of like they said, the mental block.
Yeah. Coach, I mean, it sounds like you really try to diversify the kids and that, get them into a lot of different events. And do you feel like that really helps them out with everything across the board?
Well, you have to cover 19 events in New Mexico track and field. So what you try to do is identify talents that they have that you think they could be successful in. And then, you try to put, your best athletes in those events that you feel they could be successful in, because covering 19 events it's a challenge. And so, absolutely, we see things, and sometimes it takes a little while for us to identify it. We don't see it quite right away, but it does. For example, like with Kyra, after we came back from state track meet last year, we're just out at the track. The school year's almost over, season's over. She just decides to go over the hurdle, and it was natural, and it was easy. And so you're like, okay, next year you're a hurdler. And she has the speed in between as well. And we're also finding out that Gabby has some speed here, so we might be throwing her in the 800, see where she develops, because we need another athlete to be anchoring our medley. So we just never know. And obviously, with any sprinter and their explosive capabilities, it lends itself to jumping as well. So you have to develop the coordination, the technique, and so we are very open of trying to find the best athletes in multiple events.
I know you got a lot of kids, and we got 4 of them here, but who are some athletes that we should be watching out for this year? We'll start on the girls' side that you expect to have good seasons in some various events this year.
Yeah, Cheyenne Drake is going to be one of them. Justice Martin from basketball, she's going to be a big part of it. Katie Fillmore in the hurdles. We expect her to have a really dominant season in those hurdle races. We expect Claire in the high jump and be a big member of the relays. We have Brooke Payton in the throws, and we have Alexis Earp, who's new to the school this year. We think she has made a big impact as well. She's from Kadena, so she has a military connection there. And we also have Julia Alger in the hurdles and jumps, and we're trying her and Aubrey Torres into the pole vault this year as well. So we're trying to, again, find multiple athletes and try those in different events. Every time you ask me that, I know I probably forgot one or two.
Well,
two
there's so many kids
on the
in
spot,
the team.
But yeah, absolutely. Those are definitely some of the names, and there's going to be tons of girls who are going to have a huge impact as well, even besides those names that I didn't mention.
Yeah.
So.
And how about on the boys' side? I know this year a little bit of a turnover for you guys and a little bit of a different look, so you're trying to find some new names in there for you.
Yeah, no, the boys will be. This is why we have a very good idea where the girls are at, but we were very pleasantly surprised about the development of the guys. We knew it was going to be a challenging season with developing athletes again, and so we're really doing a good job of it right now. And when I say we, I mean the athletes are doing a hell of a job with it. So we have someone like Colin Bell, who is going to be thrown into that varsity level right away. I mean, I already told him, I said, you better be ready, man. Next week is going to be your turn. Yeah. So we have Ezra Cadwallader. We have Bryson Kangas. Now, in this first meet, it's going to be very tough, boys and girls. We have people not there for different academic reasons, as far as they have like robotics competitions. They have all some different things. We have some on the girls' side. We're going to be pretty light-handed in this first meet. But these guys and ladies don't have to step up regardless. I also expect Satan Sargent in our throws. He's going to make a big jump. Coach Fambro's been really happy with his development up to this point. We hope Braden Martin in the javelin. And yeah, again, I could there's probably someone out there I'm not quite. Well, Chris Hemphill as well. He's from soccer. He came to us last year at the end of the season. He said he ran 2:04 in the 8, and I thought, okay, and with our training, you have a chance to go under 2. Yeah. So he's done a great job. Alex Cavolo on those distances. Celso, one of our freshman distance and Michael Gagnon. So we definitely have some athletes that are going to need to step up for the guys. So.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Daniel, I mean, do you feel like soccer helps you out heading into track and field season? I mean, I know you guys do a lot of conditioning. I mean, does that feel like something that's going to help you out a little bit?
Honestly, I don't think it plays that big of a role because there's such a big gap.
Is there?
Between like the end of soccer season and end of October and beginning of November to track when the official season starts in the beginning of February. But I think Coach Atkinson makes a good transition between that period and 7th period. We work hard all year in that off season, and the season really starts for us athletes first day back from winter break. So I think that gap is starting to become more of a bridge.
Yeah.
And closer to soccer helping, other sports helping, track and field, which will be good.
Gotcha. And what event? I mean, if you had to single out one event that you feel maybe most comfortable at going into the new season, is it the 400 or?
Yeah, the 400 would probably be my main event that I would say I feel the most comfortable in. I ran it almost every meet last year, and went to state with it. Won a district championship with that, and so looking to repeat in district championship and do bigger things at the state level.
Yeah. Cameron, now you played football in the fall, right?
Yes, sir.
And is there any transition there for you? I mean, football is obviously such a different thing than track and field. Does that help you out a little bit, or?
I'd say physically, not exactly, because you don't get as much conditioning in, and whenever track hits, you're still a little dying from the
the contact.
Yeah, and but I'd say mentally definitely helps. Because coming out of football, you have a mindset of you want to go eat, you want to do whatever you can to get the job done. So I'd say mentally it helps very well.
What event do you feel like maybe you're going to feel most comfortable in this year? Do you feel like maybe the best chance to get a state qualifier?
Most likely the relays, the 4x1 and the 4x2.
Okay, very good. Kyra, you were in volleyball this year, right?
No.
No? Okay, I thought I remember that. Kyra, did you do a spring or a winter's or a fall sport is what I mean?
No.
No, okay. So you focus on track and field.
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm also doing competition cheer this year.
Oh, okay. I knew the face was there somewhere. So talk about, I mean, because that's obviously going to be something that you go a little bit back and forth on. You do a lot of conditioning for cheer. I mean, does that help you out a little bit with track and field season?
They're very different, like, sports, you could say.
Yeah.
Because, like, do very different things. Track has a lot of running, and cheer's more, like, lifting and stuff. But I feel like going back and forth, like, because I have cheer after track every day, I feel like it'll help me mentally push through, like, harder days. So,
Yeah. Which, and I'll ask the same question I asked the guys, is there one event that you feel like best chance to get qualified in state in this year?
4x1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I really want to qualify a personal event this year.
Is there one in particular you think you have the best chance at? Maybe those hurdles?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll get there.
Okay, very good. Well, Gabby, I mean, you're busy, it seems like, all the time. You do the two sports in the fall time. I would imagine cross country helps you out a ton when you get around to this time of year.
Yes, sir, it does. Like Daniel said, there is a gap, but it helps me keep me in shape for the first part of the year.
Yeah, I think we already asked you which ones you feel like most likely will get qualified in this year, but you know, this team, and I know there's been some that have graduated over the last couple of years, and I mean the state championship was a couple years ago, but it just seems like there's a pretty high level of confidence among the entire group. But when you look at this team, you guys feel like you have a great chance at competing for state again this year?
I think we do. We're a pretty good, solid team together. We have a good, like, teamwork attitude, and we have a bunch of good athletes running with us.
All right. Coach, I mean, something else we need to mention is, I mean, this is such a big thing to put on, which is, you know, track and field. I mean, how many athletes do you have out for track and field? Do you have an idea?
On our roster, we have 116 right now.
So, I mean, it's such a huge endeavor for you guys to do. And mention some of the coaches that are helping you out this year, because I know you've got so many assistants that really make a big difference for these teams to do well.
Yeah, well, we do have a big staff. Years ago, when they asked me to take over both programs, I said yes. But yeah, we'll keep all those assistants, because we had a head coach back then on each program, and they had 4 assistants. Well, I said I want all paid spots. They said sure. So, but also with the team this big, we need that many. So we have Sam Aragon, we have Sam Fambro, we have Philip Tribble, we have Scott Wilkie, we have Mark Sanchez, and then on to the ladies, we have Bianca Martinez, Rachel Montoya, and Valerie Saraceno. And out of all of those, we have out of the 9 on staff, there's only 1 that is not a teacher or a counselor or something within the school district. So that's makes a good community, and pretty proud of that. So.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those that without them, it would be almost impossible to be able to do this successfully as you guys have.
Oh, you couldn't do it. I mean, I hear stories of coaches. How many coaches do you have? You know, we're at meets, and I tell them, and they're pretty shocked. Most colleges, in fact, pretty much there's no one college that has that many unless they're volunteer coaches, you know. So we're very lucky that way, and that's one of the big reasons why we are successful. I don't micromanage. We have a coaches meeting. I get us all together. We have a plan for the season, and those assistant coaches are they're essentially mini head coaches. They take their events and they train them. Yeah. And if the results aren't there, I'll ask the question, what's going on? What do we need to improve here? And why are we not improving? So, but they're bosses of their events. So
all right.
That's how we kind of organize it.
And we should mention 2 home track meets this year. Do you guys not hosting district this year?
No, for the first time in 3 years, we're not hosting district. Unfortunately, it's a lot of work. However, I would always want to host it because it's our track, and the kids always perform well at our home meets. There's just something to it because they're at home, and friends and family are out there. So this year, it's Oñate is hosting district, and we have March 23rd and April 26th are our 2 home meets this year.
And that'd be the Raleigh-Buck and then the Sepulveda meet coming up in April. So. Yep. Gabby, junior this year, right?
Sophomore,
man. Can never seem to get that right. Have you started thinking about after high school yet, or still?
No, sir.
Not there? Is there a particular sport that, do you want to continue a sport after high school?
I would like to, yes.
Yeah. Is there one in particular, or are you not sure yet?
I'm still not sure.
All right. Kyra, started thinking about college yet? Where you want to go, or?
I'm going to UNM.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure about sports in college right now, but it's an option.
It's an option. So either track or cheer, you'd like an opportunity at that. Mm-hmm. Do you know, and did you say what you wanted to study at UNM?
I'm undecided.
Undecided. Okay, that's okay. Cameron, have you decided where you're headed next year?
If we're staying here, probably UNM or one of the major universities around. We might, if we move, because my parents are going to retire here soon.
Okay.
And they get one last move. If we move somewhere else, then I'll probably go to one of the major universities around there and hopefully try sports over there at the collegiate level.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's really about it.
Have you thought about what you want to do in college, or not quite sure yet?
I want to do like animal studies.
Okay, very good. All right. And Daniel, you're headed off to the Air Force, right? Or headed off to the Air Force Academy?
No, I applied for a ROTC scholarship.
Okay.
And then take the college route and pursue a degree in aeronautical engineering.
Okay.
And then commissioned to the Air Force after that.
Okay. I remember seeing they were handing out scholarships and stuff the other night. So what is it about aeronautical engineering that makes you want to get into it? Obviously, you have a military family, right?
Yeah, I've just wanted to fly. And so that's like the basis behind it. So, yeah, that's why.
Okay. Very good. And we'll look forward to seeing how this group can do this year. Obviously, Oñate coming up this weekend. And we've already talked about you expect a lot of this group again this year, Coach. It seems like it should be another fun season for Alamogordo track and field. The lineage, and we always talk, I always talk about if there's a program that has a great history at Alamogordo High School, there's a few, but track and field has got to be right up there or at the top.
Well, I think it's at the top.
Yeah.
And every time I go into the gym, I'm very proud, and we don't even have every single district championship from the very start of the program's history, because we might need a few more boards in there. But no, we're very proud of what we've done, and these 4 athletes this year are leaders by example as well as leaders vocally at times. And I've challenged some of them to step up in that way as well, because the individual nature of the sport is obvious, but the need for leadership and togetherness is absolutely huge. And I think it's why we're also successful, because we fight for each other when we're out there racing. So, and these 4 are a big part of it. So we're looking forward to it.
And also, I want to mention, you guys had a fundraiser last night as well, right?
Yeah, we just every year we do. It's relatively simple. We like to do it before the season starts so that we're focusing on our training and the racing and competition. So we just do a little run-a-thon. Similar to what baseball and volleyball, I think with serve-a-thons and hit-a-thons, we get sponsors or donations, and, well, last 2 years the weather's been absolutely terrible. However, we had to do a 400-meter time trial in that weather before we did our run-a-thon. So they were out there in the hail and rain, and it was fun, wasn't it, everybody?
No.
We had a good time. But the spirit was there, and so, that just leads me to believe the team is going to have ups and downs, because that's the way it is in sport. But I expect a lot. So we had a run-a-thon we did in the Commons area, and the spirit was there, and we had a good time.
All right. Have a great season, everybody. Good luck, and look forward to seeing what you all can do this year. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
In honor of Military and America Saves Week, OFCU encourages you to take the pledge today. For a limited time only, OFCU is offering consolidation loans as low as 4.99% APR up to 60 months with a minimum of $10,000.
But wait, there's more.
Bring us your non-OFCU finance vehicle loan for as low as 2.74% APR. Offer starts February 25th through March 2nd. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
There are no roadblocks scheduled today on either Highway 70 or 54 South. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178.
Tonight's forecast is calling for partly cloudy skies, and Alamogordo expect an overnight low of 37 for Cloudcroft, an overnight low of 26. Tomorrow we're looking at sunny skies, mostly cloudy tomorrow night. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 69, low of 42. Cloudcroft tomorrow, high of 55, overnight low near 32.
White Sands Motorsports has the next generation of accessible high-performance Can-Ams. 2- or 4-seat, 120-horsepower Maverick X3 Turbo. The Maverick X3's intensity comes from a mix of performance-driven mechanical and structural design. From its signature LEDs to its advanced cockpit, the rugged wheels and tires, and a stunning suspension, take your family and friends farther than ever with the Maverick X3. Pick yours up or take a test drive at White Sands Motorsports, 21070 Highway 70 West on the Holloman Highway.
Looking for a good pre-owned vehicle? You know the one everyone wants? Late model, low mileage, good condition? Then you need to look at Richardson Motors. Robbie and his staff will get you in a vehicle you want, whether it's a car, truck, SUV, or van. At Richardson Motors, it's about taking care of the customer right the first time. So for the best service, the best vehicles, it's gotta be the best dealership. Richardson Motors. Richardson Motors, 318 South White Sands, next to McDonald's.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back into the Roundup. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday, and we've had a nice show today. Nice having both track and field and softball. Get a chance to chat with them. Again, we'll have baseball on the show tomorrow. We'll talk to them early in the morning on Tuesday, and then we'll air it taped. Obviously, they're going to Belen tomorrow to open up their season. So, again, if you were this at the very top of the show, want to run through the schedule for today. Alamogordo girls are at home tonight, 6 o'clock tip-off against Gadsden. Keep wanting to say Deming. Did that when I posted the other night on Facebook. They'll be at home for that one at 6 o'clock. $5 tickets for everybody. There's no passes or anything that'll be allowed, so just a heads up on that. The Alamogordo boys will be at Oñate. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off. There's an Oñate Deming girls game previous to that. So, again, this is district tournament. If you win, you advance. If you lose, you're out. And, again, for the Alamo boys, they need to win the district tournament to make the state playoffs. Alamo girls, it would be a very disappointing loss tonight, which I don't think will happen. But, they're going to be a state tournament team regardless. They're just hoping to kind of pad the resume a little bit this week to maybe help themselves out and maybe move up a spot or two. I don't think they'll get a home playoff game, but I also don't want to say that for sure because I don't think I said that for sure. I think last year I was even hedging my bet saying, I'm not really sure on this. They may switch it around a little bit. So it would be crucial. It would be big for them if they could win all 3 games this week and beat Mayfield on Friday. Now, I mean, that's also believing that Mayfield gets there on Friday. They would have to play the winner of Onyate and Deming coming up on Wednesday. So, and just a heads up, I know I've been talking that the District 3 5A tournament would run Monday, Wednesday, Friday for girls, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for boys. They had to switch that because of referee issues. They had shortages. So with all the other district tournaments that are going on throughout the area, there's no way that they could manage that, I guess. So if you're wondering why they are on the same days, that's what the change was made for. Tularosa boys go to Tucumcari tonight, and I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time trying to explain this a little bit earlier, but number one, they have to win, so that would put them at 3-3 in district. Nimi lost to Dexter on Friday night, and if Tule wins, the head-to-head tiebreaker difference is even, the point differential between themselves and Nimi. And if I have this right, and I believe I do, if they win by 9 or more against Tucumcari tonight, then they will get the 2 seed in that district tournament, which I assume they would play on Thursday at home, post the winner of Nimi and Tucumcari. That would be my understanding on that. So I'll let you know for sure tomorrow. Tularosa's been good at letting us know on those things, so we'll make sure on all of that and let you guys know on the program on Tuesday, okay? So we'll have that squared away for you guys. If they end up tied, so if Tule were to only win by 8 tonight, then it would be a coin flip. If they if they win by 7 or less, then Nimi gets the 2 seed. Tiebreakers, aren't they fun? This is actually, I gotta say, compared to, you get to professional sports and some of the ridiculous tiebreakers that they have there, boy, good luck trying to decipher some of those. Yeehaw. All right. The Cloudcroft boys at Capitan tomorrow. Cloudcroft girls hosting either Capitan or Mesilla Valley Christian on Tuesday. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off, I believe, for both those games. And again, the $5 ticket is going to be the same everywhere you go during district tournament season. So just a heads up on that. Again, Mescalero Apache girls will be in Las Cruces tomorrow to play Lordsburg. That'll determine who wins the regular season district championship. They split the head-to-head matchup this year. So, I'm not sure who wins that. Lordsburg's been pretty darn good this year. I think that's going to be a heck of a battle coming up tomorrow night. So we'll see what goes down there. And what else we got? Mescalero boys, again, from my understanding of the tiebreaker, they get the 2 seed over Lordsburg in District 3 2A. So they'll be waiting around until Thursday. There'll be 2 games before that to decide who gets there. And it'll either be Capitan, Cloudcroft, or Mesilla Valley Christian. Lordsburg would be the other one there. I would expect Lordsburg to probably get there to face Mescalero in that what would essentially be the semifinal game. Winner would go to play Mesilla Valley Christian in the district tournament championship. And Mescalero boys might need to win the district tournament to get in. It's going to be really, really close on who, if they get in or if they are just outside on the bubble. So that's going to be pretty close. All right, so that's where we are with basketball. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Alamo girls play at home tonight. Alamo boys are at Onyate. Tularosa boys are at Tucumcari. That is not a district tournament game. That is a regular season game that got postponed on Saturday due to bad weather. So just a heads up on all of that. Okay. Also over the weekend, Alamogordo Wrestling competed at the state tournament. And my apologies, I didn't see that Jalil Sosa was named a wild card in the state tournament, and so I hadn't been mentioning him last week or on our Facebook. I hopefully cleaned that up on our Facebook page, but my apologies on that. So Jalil Sosa was in at 195, Ricky Pineda was at 106, Delano Arias at 126, and Max Merrill at 182. Both Ricky Pineda and Jalil Sosa won a match. They lost their opening match, but won their second. They did lose their third and were eliminated, but again, I think for Alamogordo Tiger Wrestling, they're still trying to build that program, and you figure it started from scratch just 3 years ago, so They got 4 into the state tournament. A couple of guys won some matches. Max and Delano lost their first 2 matches and were eliminated. But both those guys had good seasons. I think everybody had a pretty good season, and I know Coach Spencer trying to bring that group along and seeing what kind of advancement they can get. So congrats to them on a great season. Alamogordo swimming. The girls relay finished 16th. They didn't qualify to advance onto Saturday, but I know Coach Mata was very proud of their group for qualifying for state, and I think the ones who ran the race were Sophia Frederick, Ketya Sam, Katie Fillmore, and Claire Myers that swam the event. So the Lady Tigers got to go to state and hopefully enjoyed the experience and had a good time up there. We certainly hope that was the case for them. So swim season, wrestling season is finished. We had tennis this weekend. I don't have updated details on tennis from this weekend, but as soon as I get them, probably tomorrow on the show, I'll have them for you guys. They finished second on the boys' side and third on the girls' side at the Oñate and Centennial Invite, and they're going to be at home this weekend. The Alamogordo Invitational is coming up on Saturday. Looks like it's going to be some nice weather. I don't think it's going to be too especially cold. I mean, it's crossing our fingers on that. It looks like it's going to be a nice day coming up on Saturday to go and enjoy some Alamogordo tennis. So we'll look forward to that. Am I missing anybody else? It's a busy week. We got baseball starting tomorrow. They go to Belen for a doubleheader. The Alamogordo softball team on Friday hosts Hobbs in a doubleheader. They begin their season Saturday. Alamo Track and Field is in Las Cruces at the Field of Dreams. It's Oñate's home meet coming up on Saturday. And we already mentioned tennis, that they're going to be at home. So we got a lot going on locally. just a little bit. And again, a reminder, if you missed our interviews during this show, I know we're still live at the moment on our stream on youtube.com/ESPN Alamogordo. You could rewind and listen to the interviews, but it'll be posted here eventually that you can go and listen to both interviews. So easy way to listen to the program, and you have to do a little bit of searching for it, but I'll post some timestamps in there so you guys won't miss it. I'll make it easy for you, I promise. But it's been a fun show. I've really enjoyed getting the chance to catch up on what's going on with some of the new sports. Like I said, we'll have baseball tomorrow. We'll have golf down the road. We're going to get Cheer in here before too long to talk about state tournament time, which is coming up here in about a month, maybe a little bit less than that. So we'll talk to that group, and we'll also probably get the Alamogordo athletic trainers in at some point. They usually stop by sometime in either April or March, because they have their competition season and all that stuff. So always fun to talk to David Maldonado. Do you want to mention something locally real quick? This weekend is the last weekend to sign up for Rotary Little League. They're going to be doing sign-ups out at Griggs Field at 11 a.m. coming up this weekend. So if you want to get your kids out there, and I know tryouts are coming up soon as well. So again, the Alamogordo Rotary Little League is starting their new season. And if you haven't gotten your kiddo signed up yet, you still have some time. That's going to be coming up this weekend. I know the Otero County Soccer League on Friday is their last day to sign up. So if you want to get your kiddo involved in soccer, that deadline is coming up here pretty darn soon. And I did see that Alamogordo boys basketball is putting on a basketball league, I think in April. And I'll have to find that information again, but I'll run through that tomorrow on the program. So for the younger ones, not in high school yet, maybe not in middle school, and again for all those sports, when I talk soccer and baseball, I mean, we're talking, I think, 4 years old and up. You can get them involved in either sport. So, you know, whether it's t-ball or coach pitch or whatever it is in baseball, and of course the little kids running around there on the soccer field, which is pretty entertaining, I got to say, if you haven't ever gotten the opportunity. So there we are. That's going to do it for the program today. I will chat with you guys tomorrow. I'll actually talk to you tonight from Las Cruces, Alamogordo versus Oñate. Hope to have you listening in. 7 o'clock tip-off, 6:45 pregame, right here on ESPN Alamogordo. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Hey, this is Will Kane. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
Are out of line.
Anybody who tries to push judgment on someone who is grieving a tragedy or loss needs to stay entirely